The PPS-43 was, for many soldiers, the best submachine gun, light, compact, and highly regarded, especially by Soviet tank crews. However, despite being a well-liked and effective weapon, the USSR decided to replace it with the AKS-74U. But what was the reason? The PPS-43 was created in 1942, during the siege of Leningrad. The city was surrounded by the German army, cut off from supplies and the Soviet Union's arms industry. Under these extreme conditions, there was a need for a submachine gun that could be produced quickly, with minimal materials, and within the city itself. To meet this need, Alexei Sudayev first designed the PPS-42, a submachine gun intended for rapid production in Leningrad. However, it was only the initial model and served as the basis for its improved version, the PPS-43, which entered mass production in 1943. Interestingly, the 43 in PPS-43 corresponds to the year of its official adoption and large-scale production. The PPS-43 was perfect for the city's conditions because it could be manufactured with limited resources using stamped steel, making it cheaper and faster to produce than previous machined submachine guns. Its simple design with few parts also allowed for easy and quick maintenance without the need for specialized personnel. Thanks to this simplicity, the PPS-43 could operate in mud, dust, or extreme temperatures without failing. Its 7.62 by 25 mm Tokarev cartridge was powerful at short range, and with its folding stock, it was far more practical to handle in confined spaces than other submachine guns. This made it the favorite weapon of Soviet tank crews. Inside a T-34, where space was scarce, a full-length rifle was cumbersome. The PPS-43, on the other hand, could be carried folded and ready to use at any moment. After its adoption in 1943, the PPS-43 was deployed on virtually every front of the Red Army. It was present in the defense of Leningrad, the urban fighting in Stalingrad, the Battle of Kursk, and the battles in Belarus, Ukraine, and other regions of the Eastern Front. In each of these theaters, it proved to be a reliable and effective weapon. Tank crews, in particular, embraced it as their weapon of choice. But the PPS-43 was replaced in the early 1950s. Although it remained reliable and well-liked by soldiers, its retirement was the result of a strategic decision by the General Staff. After World War II, the Red Army had an extremely varied arsenal, including the Mosin Nagant, SVT-40, PPSH-41, and PPS-42-43, each with its own type of ammunition. This complicated production, storage, and logistics. Moreover, the PPS-43's 7.62 by 25 mm Tokarev pistol cartridge was highly effective at short range, but quickly lost power and penetration beyond 100 to 150 meters, limiting its usefulness in medium and long-range combat. For these reasons, maintaining a weapon dedicated to a specific role went against the Soviet philosophy of simplification and standardization. These problems not only led the USSR to seek a solution, Poland also developed its own submachine gun for vehicle crews, creating the PM-63 Rock, designed by Piotr Wilniewicz in 1965. Its design was extremely compact. The wire stock folded forward and the barrel was left exposed on top, ideal for use inside a tank. However, it had one major flaw. When firing, the slide moved rapidly over the barrel. If the shooter's hand was positioned too high, it could be struck hard, causing cuts, bruises, or even fractures. This flaw became so notorious that it earned the nickname lobster bite, and for this reason, the Polish solution failed. While Poland experimented with its own approach, the USSR carried out the transition in an organized manner. They chose to replace the PPS-43 with the AKS-47 for tank crews. Its 7.62 by 39 mm M43 cartridge unified the ammunition used by assault rifles, light machine guns, and sniper rifles, greatly simplifying logistics and maintenance. Later, the AKMS, a modernized version of the AKS-47 with a muzzle brake compensator, consolidated these advantages and became the standard weapon for over 2 decades, seeing use in the Prague Spring, the initial invasion of Afghanistan, and throughout Cold War exercises. By the early 1980s, however, the AKS-74U replaced the AKMS. This compact model was designed to solve the length issues of the AKMS and to better suit tank crews, special forces, spetsnaz, and police units, offering the power of the 5.45 by 39 millimeter cartridge in a reduced format, ultimately becoming the definitive weapon for these specialized units. And that's all for today. Subscribe and hit the like button. See you in the next video.